Oats. I was pondering about what to choose for this specific topic for American Studies project. Then I realized that there's been a big baked oat trend and I really like oat milk. I decided, why not dive deeper into the topic of oats to get to know the item better? Oats are a type of cereal grain often seen in the dry form for consumers to use in a variety of cooking methods. The oat's scientific name is Avena sativa. Although the most common and basic form of oats can be oatmeal, with a growing number of health-conscious people, more people are turning into creative ways of using oats in their foods. The consumption of oats benefits the health of the internal body, including reducing the risk of coronary heart disease and slowing digestion. Oats can also help the external body, more so the skin, to moisturize. In the video, I'll explain how oats affects California currently by explaining the history, the types of oats products available in California, and food/pop culture involving oats nowadays. Theme number 1. Wild oats grown in California. Thesis number 1. There are different types of wild oats grown in California. Where did oats come from? How was it introduced to California? Oats are thought to have originated in Central Asia since the Iron Age, which was around 800 BC. That's around a few thousand years ago. Maybe our ancestors were eating oats from really long time ago. Oats have been used in the Old Age as feed for animals, flavor for alcohol, for making bread. Wild oats were imported to Southern California in the 18th century by Spaniards. When oats came to California in the 18th century, they were for livestock. The European grass spread widely that they eventually dominated native vegetation. Are oats grown in California? Wild oats called Avena sativa grow in low elevations in California. A single plant can produce more wild oat spikelets in rich valley soils compared to dry and sandy soils. The California wild oat grass can grow up to 36 to 40 inches tall. The California environment with adequate sun exposure, coastal areas, dry hills, and pine forests makes the oat thrive. The California wild oat grass grows from April through June. An insight I gained from Theme 1 is that California's environment allows for certain types of oat grass to grow naturally, hence contributing to the California agricultural business as well as the popularity of oat products in California. Theme number 2. Different types of oat products available in California. Thesis number 2. There are many types of oat products available in California, and there is a huge demand for those who are vegan or health conscious. There's a stereotype that many people in California are vegan, and oat products like oat yogurt and oat milk seem to replace some of the dairy products. Let's take a closer look. Fun fact, California formed the first ever state-level political advocacy group called California Plant-Based Alliance. The advocacy group speaks out for plant-based businesses to protect their rights. The founder of CPBA, named Judy Mancuso, says that the purpose of creating the alliance was to promote fair regulation and equal access to the marketplace for plant-based industries. She hoped for the interest group to allow the smaller plant-based industry to voice out their opinions to the wider public. Compared to almond milk or soy milk, oat milk is more environmentally friendly. Reasons include, for example, oats require 6 times less water compared to almonds. In another example, growing soy produces large amounts of greenhouse gases, which makes them less eco-friendly. Dairy milk is less sustainable than oat milk. During the process of producing milk from a cow, the cow is usually separated from the calf. Studies show that mother cows are traumatized when separated from calves. This causes stress to the mother cows. Inhumane actions such as slaughtering male cows due to the inability of producing milk is a major contributor to the global warming. For these reasons, for vegan people may like to choose non-dairy milk. My next point is that oat products often appeal to health-conscious people. Oats are known to be very nutritious because they're packed with complex carbohydrates and protein. People who are health-conscious or are afraid of high dairy consumption, after effects such as digestive issues or inflammation tend to choose non-dairy products. For example, the LA Dodgers like to choose non-dairy diets because they believe that it aids in recovery time. Since dairy contains saturated fat, avoiding dairy can reduce the risk of certain health diseases. There has been a decrease in the consumption of dairy over the past decade. Compared to 2013 and 2023, non-dairy milk are estimated to have a 108% increase in sales. In big cities like New York or LA, there's a trend of incorporating plant-based diets in people's lifestyles. Oat milks have the special creamy consistency that soy milk or almond milk don't necessarily have, and they appeal to trendy coffee shops. An oat milk brand called Califia Farms is a well-known brand in California. People demand for its natural, creamy, and tasty vegan milk. Oat yogurt is another oat product. They are vegan-friendly, good sources of calcium, vitamin A, vitamin D, and include plant-based protein. Oat oil can be extracted out from dry grain oats to use for color protection and scalp soothing. Oat oil helps lock moisture to prevent drying and breakage of skin. Oat flour is gluten-free, and people can benefit from the nutritional values that they can provide. Since they are complex carbohydrates, people can feel the relief that they turn into sugar and fat less easily compared to regular flour. An insight I gained from Theme 2 is that oat products are benefiting the vegan communities and the health and environmental conscious people in California. They can incorporate oats in their recipes to achieve their desired outcomes. Theme number 3: food culture involving oats. Oats reflect part of modern food culture, appealing to young people. Social media platforms like TikTok encourages viewers to make oat recipes at home. Oatly made its way into big retailers like Whole Foods and Target and even Starbucks, which is part of the reason why they went mainstream. Especially in LA, vegan restaurants and cafes are considered trendy and hipster. Consequently, they serve oat products that are aesthetically pleasing for visitors to post on Instagram. And maybe it's just the people I follow, but it seems to me that more people are willingly replacing flour with oat flour to make pancakes and other desserts. Recently, there has been a huge TikTok trend where people post oat recipes, whether they're pretty oatmeals or baked oat cakes, to encourage people to recreate them. More people are discovering creative ways to use oats in their simple homemade recipes. I was influenced by influencers on YouTube who often use oats to make pancakes, an alternative of oat flour, and I was surprised that oat flours can offer very similar textures to regular flour. I also like the idea that there's less guilt in eating quick breads made out of oat flour. An insight I gained from the last theme is that through the exposure from social media, the usage of oats is normalizing in the lives of a more diverse population, not just in the vegan communities. With quarantine, especially when more people are spending their time on cooking, I have noticed that a significant part of discovering new cooking methods was through the use of oats. For a recap, there are different types of oats grown in California, such as the California wild oat grass and the Avena fatua. There are so many types of oat products like oat milk, oat flour, oat yogurt, or even lotion made out of oat oil. TikTok and YouTube portray viral food trends that involve oats, which encourages more people to try them out. I'm glad to see that people are discovering ways to recreate delicious treats using oats. In my own experience, when I experiment with different recipes where I replaced flour with oat flour, I was surprised that I could acquire the same texture as if I used normal flour.